Hello, 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 and happy Sunday to all of my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you all. It may be still Saturday in some parts of the world, but this reading is for the 29th of January through the 28th of February. Let's get into it, Capricorns. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say, Capricorns. We are currently Capricorn. There are no planets that are currently retrograde, so yay to that. No retrograde. For those of you all who still look at retrograde as being a bad thing, but it's really not. It's actually a great thing when you think about it. Since planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace, it just gives us an opportunity to slow down and really think about how we want to proceed moving forward. So the 28th of this month, we kicked off first quarter moon in Taurus, right? Taurus is ruled by Venus. It's a feminine sign. It's an earth sign. And Venus is the planet of love and pleasure. So how are you connecting with Mother Earth in a way that you love this earth, like love your life, love your stability, love your security, whether it's family, money, whatever gives you what you need to love this life? How are you focusing? What are you doing to create a better life for yourselves? Here we have the Devil card up at first. We have the Emperor card. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Fool card and also the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups. All right, so we have the Devil card, the Emperor card, the Fool card, right? So the Fool card is attached to Uranus, which just went station direct on January the 22nd. It's the planet of change, liberation, and freedom, right? So I do see somebody in a position of inspiring a lot of people. I do see you. This is cool because when I look at this, somebody may have felt like in the past they weren't making the best decisions. Here we have the Five of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. We know that the number 5 represents a pivotal point in your life of change. Do I go back to that or do I move forward? We also have the Nine of Swords, right? 9 is the death, rebirth. Something has to end in order for to be able to move forward, right? So right now, everybody who follows the moon phases and the moon cycles, we're in first quarter moon phase. So this is where you are getting active, where you are saying, I'm learning how to close out a phase and I'm going to land on the bright side of this first quarter moon in Taurus, right? So somebody's focusing on, changing that mindset. And there could be a little fear, a little uncertainty, a little doubt. Remember, as we move to close out one thing and we're starting something new, I always want you to keep in the forefront of your mind if you need some kind of an example of what I'm saying, because the moon is aligned with our feelings, subconscious habits, moods, emotions, our intuition, our need for feeling safe. Think of it like you ended one job, however you ended the job. Sometimes you end a job on a bad note. There could have been an argument. Some words were said that cut deep like a sword. A sword. It could have been a friendship. It could have been a romantic relationship, a professional relationship that ended. Something was over, right? And you moved for something that kept you up at night. And so now it's time for change. Change, liberation, and freedom. You no longer feel bad about a situation. You're saying, I'm moving on from that. Because staying in that space and keep replaying the past over and over and over again causes you to come across as hostile. Imagine people coming towards you to be your friend or to try to meet you, whether it's a new romantic relationship, offer you a new job, platonic friendship, or anything, soul tribe situation or whatever, and you got swords in your hand, right? So be very careful, sort of in lay terms, be careful of how you're appearing to to other people. And it's not just for appearance sake, it's really forgiving. I forgive you for what you've done to me in the past, and I'm moving beyond that. So the forgiveness doesn't mean that you forgot. There still has to be some healing going on, but somebody has to stop replaying the past over and over and over and over and over again. Remember, when you're looking back at the past, a lot of other things could have happened. Somebody could have lost. You could have been in the middle of, somebody dying. You could have, a lot of different things at a lower frequency that you could have. But somebody is in a leadership position of inspiring a lot of people. And those emotions, or the feeling of feeling like you were a fool or something in the past, could send mixed messages to the universe that you're still harboring something in your earth, right? You're still harboring hurt, frustration about something in your earth. Be very careful about that. This full moon that we have coming up and on the 5th of February, Capricorn, is going to be in Leo. Leo is a divine masculine sign. It is a fire sign. It's ruled by the sun, right? We're not talking about any Leos that you know. But this is your time to really shine, really put your imprint in the earth, whether it's through your dress, whether it's through your personality, whether it's through your work ethic, something about you standing out, right? And you're unapologetic about it, because again, you're changing course here. The devil will make you feel like you were a fool, like you made poor decisions, you didn't make the right decisions, whether it's in a work situation, romantic relationship, or whatever. That energy will try to make you feel like you were a fool. But really, you are, like I said, are able to forgive past things that were said and done, and you are moving forward. This is you and you, your divine masculine to your divine feminine. The only way that the enemy can come in is through your mind, Capricorn. And so you have to be the person to turn away from the past and forgive and put a manhole over the past. Either you're going to cut people off for good, people, places, and things off for good, and focus on your healing, or you're going to create such a firm boundary that people know that they're on probation. People know that they're on probation. So you can apply that to any part of your life. Any part of your life. But let's keep it moving forward. Here are the questions that you can write down. And anybody wants to write these down, I will pin them to the top, so everybody will have the question. First question you want to ask yourselves as we move towards this full moon in Leo. So right now, let me walk you backwards for just a second. We had a new moon in Aquarius on the 21st, right? New moon is about resting, quietly creating, keeping things close to the cuff of what you're trying to manifest, right? On the 28th of January, we have first quarter moon in Taurus. Aquarius is a masculine sign. It's an air sign. Taurus is a feminine sign and an earth sign. Aquarius is air sign, Taurus earth sign. Both of them are fixed signs, but opposite duality. So first quarter moon in Taurus is about being in receiving mode. Taurus is one of your sister signs, so you're already a receiver by default. So this shouldn't be too hard. But this is really about you all deciding, seriously deciding, I'm going to pitch my tent somewhere. I'm going to plant my roots somewhere, and I'm going to grow emotionally, physically, and however else, right? I'm going to forgive whomever for whatever in the past, and I'm either going to cut them out of my life for good, which means they said or did something to cut themselves out of your life. But either way, I'm moving on, so that I don't have to keep explaining to people I've been hurt and that's why I didn't mean to hurt you and that kind of thing. Or if you're allowing people to stay in your life, you're creating such firm boundaries that they know they're skating on thin ice. You're not threatening people, but you're learning how to protect what you've built. You weren't a fool at all, and so you're not calling them the devil, right? But you, since this is your card, is no longer operating in fear. You're not operating in doubt. You've earned your place on the throne of inspiring a lot of people, and so you don't need to be in fight mode, and you don't need to defend it anymore. Okay, this is the fire in you, right? So you don't have to look back. Remember, this card right here is ruled by Mars. Mars is the energy planet. You're not putting any more energy and stuff in the past where you got emotionally so fired up, mad, you were drained, didn't want to get out of bed because you were just emotionally just tired. Instead, you're using that fire to be warm and inviting, very friendly. So you're dropping your swords because you're powerful and not you don't feel powerless. All right. So first question, do you connect to your core, your center daily, right? Fire energy is solar plexus chakra. You can listen to solar plexus chakra music if you want to. It's your personal power, your identity. Do you feel powerful? Are you doing what you said you were going to do? Maybe you said, okay, I have aspirations to do X, Y, and Z. Are you doing what you said you were going to do? You don't need to defend it to somebody from your past. Let whomever think whatever. You're not a fool. They didn't play you for a fool. You're actually doing what you said you were going to do, right? Second question is, how do you express your creative side? Third question is your current wardrobe really expressing who you are, right? Are you still in fight mode? You walking around just looking, waiting for something to happen, or are you sitting on your throne saying, I've earned my position here, right? Fourth question is, do you protect your energy and your time by politely saying no to requests and invitations that are not aligned to your being? And then last but not least is, could you create more time and space for self-exploration and self-expression? Yes, here we have the Magician card, the Six of Swords, the Sun card, the Empress card, the World card, and the Chariot card. Yes. Well, all right now. The Empress card, the Chariot card, the World card, the Sun card, the Magician card. So you got a lot of major things that's going on. Remember, Mercury, this is Mercury's card, is no longer retrograde, but it is post shadow until the 7th of February. So messages are still coming down. They may not be as clear as you like for them to be, but remember, it's all good. The message could come through me, like my channel, or somebody else's channel, light workers. It can come through any way that it needs to come through to you. But I do see somebody deciding to sail away from something that, like I said before, let me put these cards down for a second. These are major arcana. Okay. I see you putting the swords down and sailing away from something that could have been disappointing for you, an argument or something that could have been disappointing, partially because you were disappointed in yourself. Why did I overthink the situation? Why do I need to prove myself to anybody? I'm not a fool. Why am I mad? Why am I frustrated? Right? I earned this place on this throne. Why am I even scared or nervous? Why am I even doubting myself? I'm moving on from this, and I forgive them. I'm not spending another night like this anymore. I'm not doing that. Yep, not spending another night. Matter of fact, I see somebody moving on towards, I see somebody who may have paused for just a second, and I see you moving forward towards the life that you know that you deserve. A life of abundance and prosperity. So that could mean somebody's moving forward towards marriage and having kids, if that's what you want. If you're not moving towards marriage romantically, it could be marriage and business. It could also be prospering your business. This could also be this too, like prospering your business. But I see you moving towards prosperity and abundance. That's what I'm seeing for you. I do see, like I said before, I see a cycle has been closed. See somebody feeling liberated and free. I do see somebody exhibiting a great deal of willpower. Again, learning how to control your emotions by just saying, I need to move on from something instead of replaying the past over and over and over again. For somebody, it could also mean they're moving on from a demonic soul tie. Maybe you thought that was your person. At some point you may have thought, hey, I thought I was going to settle down with that person. And I see that's not what it is. So I actually feel this Sun card lets me know that somebody could feel like, hanging on to something could have even possibly aged you. You may have even seen, you feeling like when you look in the mirror, I feel tired. I feel exhausted. I feel drained. But when I close out that cycle and I sail away from it, even though I may be disappointed, I actually feel rejuvenated. I feel less stressed, right? I feel free. I feel free. So hopefully those questions have helped somebody to go ahead and close out a cycle and move forward. Move forward towards the life that you've been saying that you want to, without feeling like you were a fool in the past, because you certainly weren't a fool in the past at all. Your heart was in the right place. Looks like that here. Your heart was in the right place. But like I said, now you're doing something to just, again, remind yourself you work very hard to be on that throne, and you're not going to waste your emotions. You're not going to cut into your time. You know, your time is your currency. You're not going to cut into your time with thoughts of you were foolish. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. You can see Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Sword. Again, you were not foolish. You were not foolish at all in the past. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about expansion. All the time and the money that you may have felt like you lost, you know, waiting on something to change. You didn't wait on anything to change. I do not want this to change somebody's heart. Like I said before, if you decided to close out a cycle and move on and leave certain people behind, leave it behind unapologetically. You weren't a fool. Somebody has really built an empire, and you're continuing to build your empire every single day. You're going to start seeing creative ideas to show that your money is growing. See how this crop right here? Just growth. This is money right here, wealth. This is also relationships with other people, and this is your creativity growing. So but the sacrifice is, that's what I remind you all. Every time you pray for something, something has to be sacrificed, right? And so it's not always you sacrificing people. In this case, you're sacrificing fear. You're sacrificing doubt. You're sacrificing something. Somebody has to close out a cycle so that they can move on from something, right? Here we have the Knight of Swords, and you're certainly staying as far away from any hurtful comments, like hurtful comments they may have made to you or did to you, or something that could have hurt you deeply in the past. I see you being charismatic. I see you feeling happy and free. Again, on your throne, we got the King and Queen of Wands. I see you inspiring a lot of people, just in a very powerful position that you worked very hard to be in. So, like I said before, keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. So if a marriage is over, whether it's a business marriage or a romantic marriage is over, and you close out the cycle, you weren't a fool. You worked very hard to get where you are. That Devil card, like I said before, could have made somebody nervous or afraid, but I even see you closing out the cycle of fear and doubt, and I see you moving forward, because that Devil card could represent fear, doubt, and addiction of some sort. It can represent uncertainty. It represents at your root chakra something being out of alignment. So let me help somebody with something. So these are some transformational questions you can ask yourself, transformational power questions that you're asking your subconscious mind for your root chakra, since this Devil card is here. First question is, why am I becoming more abundant every day? You don't have to add this to, if you're going to be typing those 5 questions out so that I can pen to the top, you don't have to type these with it. These are questions you're asking yourself, your subconscious mind. Why am I becoming more abundant every day? This is going to crush this enemy within you, the flesh. Oh, I felt like a fool. You know, I was in this powerful position and the person didn't respect me, blah, 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 whatever that is, right? Why am I becoming more abundant every day, right? Because again, your money is growing and I see more creativity coming your way, right? Get the ego out of the way. Second question you're going to ask yourself for your root chakra is, why am I becoming continually more stable and grounded? These are things that you want to come to you. Your divine feminine sign. I'm talking to men and women Capricorns. Your divine feminine sign. This is what you want to come to you versus this energy right here. Addictions of some sort, fear, doubt, those kind of things. You're asking yourself, you're reprogramming yourselves by asking these transformational power questions. Again, why am I becoming more abundant every day? Right? The answers could be because I've forgiven everybody that hurt me in the past, whether through word, thought, or deed they hurt me. I felt like a fool at some point, but I no longer feel like a fool. Anybody that played a role in making me feel like I was a fool, I've cut them out of my life, and I'm healing now. I've worked too hard to be in this position, the emperor position right here, for me to even feel like this. My heart was in the right place towards it. I meant well, whatever. I don't need to feel foolish. So replace it with the questions that I'm giving you. Why am I becoming more abundant every day? Because I worked for this, right? And then the second one is, why am I becoming continually more stable and grounded? Because I worked for this. You got to remember that the heart is tricky, Capricorn. So the sword energy is connected to the heart chakra, right? And so for the heart chakra, transformational power questions could be, why am I experiencing more and more love in my life? Because you deserve it. You're a forgiving person. You've forgiven people from the past. So new love coming your way, whether it's new friendship, romantic relationship, or whatever, professional, where you can go into business with somebody, you deserve it. That's what you want to receive. I'm not constantly looking back and I'm constantly talking about it to people that's coming my way, giving them the idea that, oh my God, this person will cut me like a sword. You're not sending out tricky messages to the universe, and also to your heart chakra. Why am I more forgiving to myself and others every day? Okay. I may have felt like a fool because I overgave somebody chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, but I no longer feel like a fool. And I'm not going to change my forgiving heart, my loving heart. I just know when to use my sword to cut it off. If I'm starting to feel foolish about it, right? So, yeah, so that's that. And then the emperor, that's fire, that's sacred solar plexus. Why am I allowing myself to enjoy more and more success? Because you deserve it, right? That's your transformational power question for your solar plexus chakra. Why am I allowing myself to enjoy more and more success? And then why am I growing more and more confident every day? Yeah. So you don't have anything to apologize for. Like I said before, it was a lesson that you learned, just like everybody else learned. You don't need to keep replaying the past over like a broken record. Pick the needle up. Take the record off, right? For those of you all who remember that. But yeah, take the record off. Stop playing the same song over and over and over again, and get on with your life, growing your money and speaking that into existence, your abundance, your prosperity into existence, right? So that's where you're going to be putting a fire up under yourself. That's how you're going to start getting rooted and grounded and enjoying Mother Earth, right? So as we move towards this full moon, somebody got a twin flame, a soulmate coming into their lives. We have a Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, we have the Hangman, the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and also the King of Pentacles. Yep, there we go. King of Pentacles, the wealthiest card in the deck. So somebody is working their way back to an enormous amount of wealth, right? But again, it may have been that one energy that you felt like, wow, I really put everything into this. I really saw myself with this. Either you could have been married to them or really thought they were marriage material for you, and it just didn't work out. Whether it was marriage in business and or romantically, right? But again, I do see soulmate energy coming across your path, which is the reason why you cannot be your back turned so that you can't even see this. Instead, you want to get back on your throne, have compassion for the past. Who knows where you were, what frequency you were on in the past. You could have been grieving something in the past and came across somebody else who was grieving something. So again, here we have the Hangman. This lets me know that somebody is being patient with their transition. You weren't delusional. You weren't going crazy. You weren't making stuff up. But you don't need to talk about it, and you don't need to give it any more air. We're talking about sword energy, which is air energy, which is connected to the heart chakra, which is connected to your thinking. You don't need to give it any more air. No more life to it. It's over. Something is over, right? So here we have the High Priestess. Yeah. So somebody could be having some downloads coming through their dreams. Some messages could be coming through your dreams about some things that you have, from the past, a past fight, past argument, past, exchange of words or whatever. But I see you moving forward. Expansion all in front of you. Somebody's actually anticipating some good things coming their way. But remember, sword energy cuts very deep. If a person cuts you with a physical sword today, that's not something you can put a band-aid over it. That's something where stitches are going to be required. Somebody's going to have to go in there and clean that deep, sword cut. Sometimes it takes you years. You may see a scar for years. So it took a long time to get to this place. Give yourself some time. Here we have the Hangman, to heal from this. When you think about how deep some of the words and actions that people have caused you, it can literally make your head spin like a person is being hung upside down. It can make your head spin. But what I see for you is all of that turning around for you, you healing. You may see those scars for a while, just like people go out and go buy ointments and creams to clean up the scar. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. If it's a lighter pigment, it could be red. If it's darker, it could be, even darker. But the bottom line is that I see all of that clearing up eventually. I see all of that clearing up eventually. So give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. No more beating yourselves up. This is your time to shine. Go out and purchase something that sets you apart from everybody else. You've earned it. You've earned it. You've earned it. You've earned it. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. Like I said, I see somebody having compassion for somebody in the past and just moving on. Especially when you look at some new energy in your life and you go, wow, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I needed, really to nurture my spirit. This is what I needed. Connect with your womb, which means connect with your passion. Talking to men and women. This means connect with your passion. Your this is sacral chakra. Somebody's about to give birth. And I see this right here. Somebody's about to give birth to, and somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be pregnant. If you are, congratulations. If you're pregnant with child, or you're fathering or mothering, child, congratulations. But again, if you're not, this is also you giving birth to with the thing that you're passionate about, which is also going to make somebody very wealthy. Something that you're passionate about. So this is where all your attention and all your focus is on. I'm focusing on something that I'm passionate about. What is it? Learning a new language, singing, songwriting, dancing, whatever it is that you're passionate about, put all of your energy there, because you certainly weren't a fool. That's where your fire is going. That's where this right here. That's what this is. This is where your fire is going. Your fire is not going to hell, where you are emotionally drained and worn out and fired up mad. You're no longer putting that there. That's the past. Not anymore. You're not putting any more fire towards your fear and doubt and those kind of things. What you're doing is putting your fire towards things that you're passionate about. Let's see what else we got going on, and let's go ahead and close this out. This is nice. This is really, really nice. So look forward to, like I said, if you desire to meet a soulmate does not automatically mean romantic relationship. You certainly don't have a problem attracting people, Capricorns. But this is multi-layered reading. Remember, it's a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. Here we have, you're very close to achieving your goal, because you are very close to achieving your goal. Wherever you decide, you're going to, purchase your property. If you don't have a property, just know you got a lot of ancestors around you. You're not by yourself. You're not alone. You got, still got, like I said, you've worked really, really hard. And I see you learning how to have healthier relationships. This is also where your money is too. Healthier relationships with people. So I do see somebody building their soul tribe, if that's what you want, where you don't have to worry about the arguments, the jealousy, the backstabbing, and all that other stuff going on. So that's what I see. And remember, we're talking about spirits, so they can have different skin colors, come from different cultures and backgrounds. Just be open. Like I said, just be open. Don't get caught up anymore. That's why somebody may have felt foolish too, because they feel like, okay, I wasted my time. Somebody's about to find that time is relative and time is an illusion, because the expansion that you'll see in just even your circle of people that you're connected with. Like, everybody in your circle doesn't necessarily need to know everybody, right? They're your soul tribe. These are people that you're giving access to you. If you decide at one point, hey, I want everybody to meet because X, Y, and Z, then still everything needs to be carefully vetted through you, right? So let's see what else we got going on here. Make sure I have everything. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, and let's see. All right, Capricorn. This looks really, really good. This looks really good because, did I get a number card? This looks really good because, like I said before, somebody went from, this, we're talking about the progression of this argument or something that may have been said or did that cut somebody deep like a sword, to not being able to get a whole lot of rest. When you throw the devil card in there, you're throwing addiction, you're throwing fear, you're throwing doubt, uncertainty about your future because somebody keeps looking back at the past, not realizing how they come across to other, not realizing how you come across to other people. Because your heart was in this. Somebody's heart was in a situation. And the devil just wanted to keep somebody, their energy just drained about a certain situation. But I do see, like I said, as long as you turn away from the past, put a manhole over the past, cover it up, it's done, it's over, it's a wrap. I'm not going back down that rabbit hole anymore. That's when you're going to see soulmate energy come across your path. So be open to exchanging numbers. Be open to creating firm boundaries with people. Be open to meeting new people. And because there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, not only from you, but from other people, be okay with, even if you're interested in a person and they can't, they can't reciprocate those same emotions, be respectful of that or wherever they are on their journey. Again, you're healing. You've earned your place on the throne. You got something to do. You're a very hardworking sign. Bottom line is, I see new tribe coming in, for people, and that's also contributing to your wealth. So again, be open. Be open, be open, be open. Let's see what your number is. Let's see what your number is. Let's see what your number is. Let us see what your number is. Capricorn. 14. I am practical. 14 reduces to 5, which means it's a very pivotal point in your lives right now. Like I said before, we have the 5 of Cups and so the sort of 5 of Swords here. And that 5 energy means, are you going to keep looking back? See? Right here, you're going to keep looking back at the past emotionally and physically, seeming like you're still in fight mode because you haven't healed and haven't forgiven somebody, and you just keep replaying it over and over and over again. Or are you going to turn around and say, this is my pivotal moment. I need to turn away from the past and I need to emotionally move on from this. I need to go ahead and move on from it. Here we have I am practical, 14, which means you are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. That's right. You're making it about you, but you're also very respectful of where other people are in their journey too. Again, sword energy does not heal overnight, Capricorn. And you are also mindful that other people could have had their sword moments as well. So try not to get easily offended or feel like you're repeating some of the same things, that people aren't able to move at your same pace. Be okay with it. Remember, you're a highly magnetic sign, and like I said before, you're very close to achieving your goals. So stay focused on the things that you're passionate about. Just stay focused on those things, right? Things that you're passionate about. That's what I see for you. I will see you all on Motivational Monday. Bye.